Assalamualaikum. I'm Siti Nur Akmal and I will explain about Fundamental of Welding. From this topic, I will explain 5 of my subtopic, that is type of welding, joint, weld, welding term and symbol, and lastly is design consideration. As we know, every part of metal that need to be attached need to be welded. Hence that welding is the process by which two pieces of metal can be joined together. Besides that, welding is also the process of welding doesn't merely bond the two pieces as in brazing and soldering, but through the use of extreme heat and sometimes the addition of other metal or gases, cause the metallic structure of the two pieces to join together and become one. Next, there is two types of major welding, that is fusion welding and solid state welding. So, for the fusion welding, it is produced welded joint by localized heating of the edge of the base metal above their melting temperature. For the fusion welding, it needs a filler metal may or may not be used and no external pressure is required. The welded joint is achieved after solidification of the fused weld pool, and also the metal to be joined must possess some degree of mutual solubility in solid state. For example of the fusion welding is arc welding. As in for the solid state welding, it is a welding process in which two workpieces are joined under a pressure, providing an intimate contact between them at a temperature below the melting point of the pattern material. For the solid state, there is no filler metal is added with solid state welding. For example of solid state welding is forge welding, friction welding, explosive welding, thermocompression bonding, and diffusion bonding. As we know that working in the welding area can be too hazardous. Therefore, there is safety hazard to protect the welder from any accident. The welder needs to be use welding glove, wear eye protection for arc type welding and more darker lens for gas welding. They also need to have a Class AVC fire extinguisher nearby while welding. And lastly, they need to keep the work area clean and free from flammable and obstruction. My next subtopic is about type of joint. There is 5 types of joint, that is butt joint, corner joint, lap joint, T-joint, and edge joint. From the 5 types of joint, I will explain about all of it. For butt joint, the parts lie in the same plane are joined together at their edge. Corner joint, there is a part in a corner joint from a right angle were joined together at the corner of the angle. For the lap joint, the two overlapping metal were joined together. For the T-joint, one part is perpendicular to the other part approximately in the shape of T. And lastly, edge joint. Edge joint is a part parallel with at least one of their edge in common. Next is the weld type. There is many type of weld. It's depend on the joint. So for the butt joint, it have square groove butt weld, bevel groove butt weld, V groove butt weld, J groove butt weld, U groove butt weld, flare V groove butt weld, flare bevel groove butt weld. So this is the picture of how the weld type looks like. Next, I will explain about the welding terms and symbol. For weld joint terms, it have bevel angle, groove angle, root face thickness, root opening, and the T-shape is the one on top of the metal is called riser. For the weld term area, it has weld crown, weld toe, and crown height. This is the welding symbol convey specific. This is the basic weld symbol for the welder to know that how they should weld the metal. And lastly, of my subtopic is design consideration. Before we doing the welding work, there is some factor that needs to be considered for the weld design. That is the material type and condition, service condition, physical and mechanical properties of the completed weld and heat affected zone, preparation and welding cost, assembly configuration and weld access, and lastly is the equipment and tooling. That's all from me. Thank you.